Are we in motion? We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. We talking about talented cheaters tonight. Talented cheaters tonight. Talking about talented cheaters tonight. What is a talented cheater? What is a talented? No, it's not a cheater that knows how to cheat. Yo, what is a talented cheater? Have you ever been with a talented cheater? That's a cheater with talent. Have you ever been with a talented cheater? Could you, would you? Do you know? All right, so what's going on? Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. This is the Daily Go-Getterism Show. Hold on, let me get the bones right, baby. Get the bones right. There you go. That's more bony. That's more bony. That's what we want to be. All right, so how's the audio? We good? We good? Are we straight? Is everything all right? We want to make sure that we coming through and we coming through crystal clear. We make sure that we coming in HD audio or its equivalent. Tonight on the Daily Go-Getterism Show, we are talking about talented cheaters. Talented cheaters. So we're talking about being in a relationship with somebody and sticking around with somebody who has a marketable skill, whether it is a performing art, whether it is something that contributes to society. He may be or she may be the most talented tradesperson out there, something that attracts people to them, something that they could actually use in exchange for monetary gain. But they have a fidelity problem. You know, they have a fidelity problem. They have a talented, they have a talent, they have a marketable skill, but they can't keep it in their pants. Won't keep the drawers on. Can't keep it in. Can't keep it. What? You know. Actors, singers, musicians. Yeah. What? Yo, you know what I'm talking about, but they not all celebs. What? And he was the best plumber around the way, but he could fix any car, but you know that what? She can sew, make anything but yeah, it seems like they want the world more than they want the girl. He's a talented cheater. He's a talented cheater. Yo, will you stay with a talented cheater? Talented cheater. Do you need to stay with a talented? You with a talented cheater? How did you get? You know how, because you very attractive. You know, they was cute and everything. What? Talented cheater, talented cheater, talented cheater, talented cheater. No, when I say cheater, not talking about a cat. You know what I'm talking about. That's where you've been at. Talented cheaters. Talented cheaters. Have you ever been with a talented cheater? Have you ever been a talented cheater? I put the poll question up there. I would like for y'all to participate in the poll question. It's a simple question. Do you think that a relationship with a celebrity, and I'm not necessarily talking about celebrity couples, but that too, do you think that you could be with a celebrity, a well-known celebrity, somebody that stands on stages, grabs microphones, plays instruments, makes the music, it stars in movies, produces, directs, whatever. There's somebody who doesn't work a regular 9-to-5 job, or somebody that maybe does work a 9-to-5 job, but they have the skills to pay the bills with their talent. The thing is, they have some fidelity challenges. Yes, they are a cheater, and you know that they are. You may have even got with them while they were cheating. Women getting with a man. He was a married man, or he had somebody else. You still got with him. She was, she's a little loosey goosey. She's a little loosey goosey. She believes in a little free love. That's a nowadays they say she's for the streets, baby. I ain't trying to judge you, but you know who you're working with. Cause nobody in your family tell you shit. Talented cheater, talented cheater, talented cheater, talented cheater, talented cheater, step up, I need to talk to you. If you are a talented cheater, we know just how you do. You got with them and you really want to do the right thing, but the pressures of your industry is making you do that thing. T Carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Maritza Allberg, thanks for coming through. It's always a pleasure to see me, some you and Cheryl Halsey. I see you here now, right now, and I'm glad that you're down. Let me see here. Let's see. What's that? Pretzel stick? Pretzel stick 16 says, brother mate, by dear God, cannot my words can't express the words I want to say. Except my God, sir, I am jealous and ashamed that my beard is not as clean as yours. I salute you. Yo, man, thanks, man. I appreciate you. What? Yeah, we here, baby. Don't stop. Talented cheaters tonight. Hit the like button, alright? Don't be stingy with nothing. Yeah, tonight won't be no frontin'. Talented cheaters, talented cheaters, talented cheaters, what? Talented cheaters, talented, talented, what? What? Yeah, let's get it poppin', y'all. Let's get it popping, y'all. Let's get it popping. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. Taking off fast lane, no coasting. Tonight, Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. And we're talking about talented cheaters. Talented cheaters, Kareem Akbar, Muhammad. Says Shaka Zulu, what's up? What up? What up? I'm not Shaka Zulu, but rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? All praises due to the king. Or whatever you might call him. You know what I'm saying? Did what he had to do for his. I'm gonna do what I gotta do for mine. We're gonna do what we gotta do for ours. Tonight we're talking about talented cheaters. Do y'all understand the premise of the topic? We're not talking about people who are good at cheating. We're talking about cheaters who are good at whatever they do. We're talking about cheaters who have a talent, a skill. I don't care whether they blow a horn, beat on a drum, strum on a guitar, sing on a microphone, act on stage, or in front of a camera, or if you know how to twist wires real good, crank wrenches really well, build houses. People will put up with, and I'm not saying everybody, but people will put up with people who have a talent and sort of stick in there because, people who have a talent often have a certain lure to them. They have a certain attraction. I mean, the talent alone may be the thing that attracted you to them, but it may not be the thing. It might not be the end all be all. There may be some other things about them that you really appreciate. Walaikum assalam, Kareem. Walaikum assalam. But yeah, so, good, bad, or indifferent, a lot of people will stick in there with somebody who may not be faithful to them because they have this marketable skill and they know that they're going to blow up one day. Now, if you stick with somebody because you know that one day the talent that they have is going to really pay off, I mean, you probably have to accept everything that goes along with that. Damn, man, formerly Magnificent Morocco. Damn, son, what so you change names like you change your profile picture? Is that what we doing? You change your name like you change your profile picture? All right, man. Well, if that's the way it go, then that's the way it go. I'm not trying to lay no judgment or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if that's what we got, that's what we got. But yeah, like I said, man, if you are waiting for somebody to blow because you know that they're going to get this money, they're going to get this cash, or maybe you like the idea of being hooked up with somebody who is uber popular because of the talent that they have. I mean, can you really blame them for when things go left? Can you really blame them when their disloyalty, their infidelity, their inability to remain faithful, or it's not always an inability to remain faithful. It may be a resistance. Like, no, I told you. It ain't never going to just be me and you. I don't want it to just be me and you. So if you want to be with me, I mean, you know what you're working with. It's not always based on all infidelity is not necessarily based on lies. And we also can't discount the whole swinger thing. A lot of people out here are a lot of couples out here are into swinging and wife swapping and group sex and unconventional things. Unconventional. Okay. Kareem Akbar Muhammad says that was my slave name. Magnificent Morocco was your slave name? Okay. So your slave master was in the lucha libre? Lucha libre? Is that what we talk about? Is that what we doing, Kareem? Brother Kareem, he's the son of a dream. He's the king of the castle. Don't give him no hassle. Young ladies in the place, put me on. And when I'm a part of your life, you can never go wrong. Shout out to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. That used to be my favorite verse on the song Freedom. On the song Freedom, that was my man Raheem. I said, my name is Raheem, and I'm a son of a queen. I'm the king of the castle. Don't give me no hassle. Young ladies in the place, put me on when I'm a part of your life, and you can never go wrong. Well, I'm a COWBOY, yo, the man so fly that you can't deny. And when they ask the cowboy to play, I'm a cowboy. I never ran away. Never understood that line. Like, cowboy, I never ran away. Like, all right. I thought for sure cowboy ran away. Anyway, magnificent cheaters, baby. Magnificent cheaters. Would you put up with somebody that is famous? Somebody that has celebrity status, even if it's not a high celebrity status. Shit, man, I remember young girls used to be all over the dude around the way that was just popular because he could dance. Remember that shit? You know, that was whether he just knew all of the regular popular dances or whether he was a break dancer or whatever. Local DJs, MCs, and all of them, you know, they all, you know, they used to get the girls. They used to get the girls. It wasn't hard for them to get the girls. And they weren't even big time, but they were local celebrities. They were talented. They definitely had a talent. And it's hard for a person who has talent to not have access to, you know, not necessarily the pick of the litter, but you're going to get something. You definitely going to get something. You know, the cream will always rise to the top, and you may not get all of the cream, but you're going to get some in the cup. You definitely are going to get some in the cup. You know, I always think it's interesting when I hear about a celebrity couple or a couple that has a celebrity in it. And you hear about some infidelity that's going on in a relationship or whatever, you know, through the rumor mill or whatever. And you hear from the peanut gallery, you hear a lot. I hear a lot of women say, "Yeah, I would divorce his ass," or I would definitely leave him," or blah 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 blah. And I'm thinking, like, you don't think that woman knew what she was getting into when she got with him? Like, do you think that she was totally oblivious to the fact that she was getting with somebody who a lot of people wanted? And it was going to get hard for him to resist it at some point. Not saying that he was totally out there or whatever, but at some point, you can kind of expect that he may lose his way somewhere around the way. But maybe everybody doesn't see it that way. Evidently, everybody doesn't see it that way. Some people say, well, you know, whether you're an actor or singer or a musician or whatever you are, you're still a regular person. At the end of the day, when all is said and done, you know, you want love and you found love just like everybody else. So why wouldn't you honor your commitments, honor your marriage, honor your relationship, honor your woman, honor your man, whatever? Why should infidelity, why should cheating be a thing? Why should it be something that any or everybody has to worry about? I get it. I get it when you don't understand something, but I also get it when you should understand something. Now, I'm of the belief that if you get with a celebrity, especially an extremely popular celebrity, you can probably expect that they're probably going to lose their way sometime along the road. You could probably expect that somebody is going to be attractive enough and opportunity is going to present itself enough for them to dip into the pool a little bit. They got the big toe. They putting the big toe into the pool. Like, I got to give them a big toe in the pool. Anybody who doesn't really know who they're working with in any relationship probably shouldn't be in one. Now, of course, that's just an opinion of mine, but that's how I think. You know, you can tell a lot about a person by the way that you got with them. And that's not to say that people can't change and evolve and advance and whatever. That's not to say that. But well, you know that there are going to be challenges along the way. Do you think that they're always going to be up to that challenge? Do you think they're always going to want to fight? Do you think that they're going to win all the time? Look at LeBron James. Now, I don't know of any stories of any infidelity in their marriage or whatever. And don't get me wrong, because I don't even follow that kind of shit. But I do understand a little bit about human nature and human behavior and psychology. I do understand that. So being as though LeBron James has been with his wife for a long time, a long time. You know what I mean? He didn't go to college. He went straight into the NBA out of high school. You know, I would expect that she would expect that or understand that, listen, just don't bring home no babies or bring home no rabies or bring home no letters. Don't bring me home nothing with no letters. No HIV, no AIDS, no PPV. No, that's pay-per-view. What's General Awards? Is PP, ain't it PPV? It's PPV, right? Yeah. HPV. I'm talking about some PPV. Hey, they'll bring me on no pay-per-view. No, don't. That nigga brought me home on demand. I had to get treated for on demand. Dr. Ladybug, what's going on? Hey, son, how you doing today? I feel like a real man should, man. I hope you feel like a real woman should. I hope y'all feel like real men and women should. You have to catch them young so their feelings don't wander. Don't wander? I don't know. Isn't it when their feelings will wander all over the place? She said, you a mess. I have the flu. Don't bring me home no on demand. Ugh, I'm so sick. Oh, he brought me home. He brought me home. Oh, he brought me home The Wire. He brought me home The Wire. Oh my God, he gave you The Wire. Yeah. And Curb Your Enthusiasm. Anyway. Kareem says, have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our name, robbed of our language. We lost our religion, our culture, our God. And many of us, by the way we act, we even lost our minds. Rest in peace, my man Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Rest in peace, my man Khalid Abdul Muhammad. I used to love me some Khalid Abdul Muhammad, man. He was the realest. He was the realest. But yeah, you look at somebody like LeBron James. Now, she knows that this man has access to any women all around the world. I'm not going to say he can have any woman that he wants, but he can definitely find what he wants. He can definitely find what he wants besides what he has. Does he exercise self-control? I imagine that anybody that can discipline themselves enough to keep their body in shape to be able to reach the level of superstardom from his talent that he has, I imagine that they can exercise self-control in all areas. But guess what? That does not mean that he will win championships every year. And if you are the wife of a LeBron James, you probably have the resolve to the fact that he's going to lose sometimes. Sometimes he might lose regular season games. Sometimes he might not even make it to the playoffs. And sometimes he may make it all the way to the championship and not win those, but he also may win those. Now what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that LeBron James is a failure in any way, but in his relationship, there are probably expectations that he may be expected to live up to that he may not always live up to, willingly or unwillingly. But I would think that his wife would know that. I would think that his wife would understand that. I mean, Cookie Johnson, Magic Johnson wife, he brought her home. He brought her home to On Demand. He gave it. Well, no. He had the On Demand. He had the On Demand. They say she didn't get none of. She didn't get no episodes. All right, cool. Dr. Ladybug says you have to be a person's peace, and they won't feel the need to find it elsewhere. That sounds good. It does. It sounds good. The thing is, cheaters cheat. Cheaters cheat, and that's what they do. Cheaters cheat. Now, if you're waiting for a cheater to change his ways, you'll have to wait until his or her cheating ways just don't do it for him or her anymore. But yeah, the reason, okay, you can say that, as long as you're his or her peace. See, that kind of suggests that they're cheating because they don't have peace at home or they don't have peace in their relationship, and it's just not true. Most cheaters don't cheat because they have an excuse. They cheat because it's a character flaw, and that's just what they do. That's who they are. Now, if they could find a way to be able to cheat without having to call it cheating, they'll do it. That's kind of like what concubines are about. Polyamorous relationships, that sort of thing. I don't make excuses for cheaters because I understand the mentality. I understand the mentality. So, I'm not really trying to hear that bullshit. Oh yeah, if I was getting what I needed at home, then I wouldn't have to go out. No, you ain't got to go out. You've decided to focus your energy on where you wanted to focus it on. Now, this is about people who practice infidelity, but they are talented at what they do. This is not about people who are good at cheating. This is about cheaters who are good at whatever they do. Singing, acting, playing an instrument, performing artists, or some kind of other marketable skill, maybe a business skill or whatever. I'm talking about cheaters who have talents. I'm not talking about people who are talented at cheating. We're talking about cheaters who have talent, and the women and men who are with them and put up with this shit. Sometimes, I guess you have to put it out of your mind or do whatever it is for you to find your own peace. But you already know. You already know when that person ain't around, when they on the road or whatever, they doing what they do. Look, if truck drivers' wives got to put up with cheating, you ain't gonna tell me that Michael Jordan Michael Jordan's first wife ain't got to put up with it. We see what happened there. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Yeah, America's dad, Bill Cosby. Yeah, we know that the guys had a thing for the shorties. Yeah, like putting drug in it, get naughty. Yeah, let me put something in your 40. What? We ain't gotta have 40s. We can get crazy. Let me put this thing in your drink, baby. And you gonna sleep for a little while, and I'ma get wild. You can't say that you didn't consent because you got bent. Some of them was lying, but some of them was telling the truth. They got proof. Because he got sued, had to pay out 50 grand. Not a lot for that ass. In the grand scheme of things, he was a king, but the truth had to come out. You know what that's about. And you know Camille didn't leave the brother because she knew what time it was, and she chose the other path in a different way because he know that he was straight, but he's going to count up 400 million a day. So she says, shit, let them other bitches act like they ain't rich. All right. All right. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. All right. Talented cheaters. Talented cheaters. Let's go to the poll question. We up, let's see how many. We got 9 votes so far. Do you think that a relationship or marriage with a celebrity could ever be conventional? In other words, you ever watch some of those celebrity reality shows where they try to, make a celebrity, a well-known celebrity, try to make their home life seem like it's a regular. Yeah. I'm a big superstar out there in the world and to everybody who's watching this show. But I'm going to show you at home, I'm just a regular guy. My kids are just regular kids. We have regular family gatherings, outings, and dealings. One celebrity reality show that really showed me that this is all scripted bullshit. And that was Snoop Dogg's Doghouse. I don't know if any of y'all ever watched that show, but on Snoop Dogg's Doghouse reality show, Snoop never smoked no weed. He never smoked. Now, everybody knows Snoop Dogg's chain smoke reefer. Has for the last 30 years. Easy. Never once on that show. I watched the show just to see that. While he's running around here acting like he live in a regular house in California, and his wife barely talked on the show. Like, I guess she was like, listen, I'ma just chill. They got a nice little check for doing the show. But the show lost all its credibility and authenticity when Snoop never smoked on the show. He's clearly high all the time, but he never smoked on the show. I was like, okay. Yeah. Run's house. Now, Run's house with Run from Run DMC, that shit ran for a good while. Run got a couple of dollars off of his reality TV show. Reverend Run's house. I used to be looking at Run's house like, what are we doing? His son was an aspiring rapper. What are we doing? I mean, Run is the Russell Simmons was on a couple of episodes. What are we doing? Whose house? Run's house. Kareem says, I'm trying to meet Camille Cosby. I don't know. Bill Cosby is like what? Damn near 90. I think Bill will be 88 this year. I believe so. I think Bill was born the same year as my dad. Let me see. What year was Bill Cosby born?
Bill Cosby was born on July 12th, 1937.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll be 88 this year. He's a whole 87. July 12th, 1937. So him and my dad were months apart. months apart. So I don't know how old Camille was, or is, but I don't think he was robbing the cradle. I don't think he was robbing the cradle. Cradle robbing me. Cradle robbing me. That was a song by Tina Marie back in the day. Cradle Rob and Me. I think it was on the Must Be Magic album. Which Tina Marie album was Cradle Rob and Me on? Yeah, it was on the It Must Be Magic album. Cradle Rob and Me. The song was called The Ballad of Cradle Rob and Me. Cradle Rob and Me. So we talking about talented cheaters tonight. What do y'all know about being in a relationship or being in a marriage with somebody who is a cheater, but they got mad talents? Yeah, Kareem. Rest in peace, Lady T and Slick Rick. You ain't never done lied. I'm like, Rick James passing didn't really surprise me. It never surprises me when somebody who is battled addiction. When somebody who has battled addiction passes, it never surprises me. Like when DMX passed. As much as I love D, I felt like he outlived. He went way farther than I ever thought that he would get. I mean, DMX, you know how X. I mean, I don't even see how we could be surprised when X got hit. We would have thought X would have probably been murdered. Just being honest, we would have thought that he would have been murdered, and probably. I mean, he made it to age 50. Who thought DMX would make it to age 50? And that not that 50 is old, but me and X was born in the same year. We was both born in 1970. But X was wild. He was wild. Shirley Sherrill, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sherrill, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Kareem says DMX was loved. Yes, he was. But, you know, for what he was into and the way that he lived and even just the way that he thought, you know, it was easy to think that X would have been X'd out a long time ago. I'm real sad that fentanyl got him up out of here. Like, damn. Fenty, boy. It was fentanyl, wasn't it? What was DMX's cause of death? DMX, whose real name was Earl Simmons, died on April 9th, 2021 due to a heart attack that resulted in brain damage after being rushed to the hospital on April 2nd. Okay. That's what we going with? Because I know that I heard that it was fentanyl. While the initial cause was a heart attack, the subsequent brain damage from lack of oxygen led to his death on April 9th. Interesting. Okay, wait a minute. The heart attack was reportedly triggered by a cocaine overdose on April 2nd, which left the rapper hospitalized in a coma. That's still not what I heard, but that's closer. That's closer to what I heard. But okay. I'm glad it wasn't fentanyl. But that is what I heard. That's what I had heard. I had heard it. He said the funeral had New York shut down. Real nice homegoing service. Yeah. I'd rather give people their flowers while they're here. But hey. Talented cheaters. Not people who are talented at cheating. We talk about cheaters who are talented at something else. Cheaters who are talented at something. Singing, dancing, acting, dancing, mechanical work, electrical work, plumbing work, some marketable skill that makes everybody happy and that increases their popularity. Talented cheater. It doesn't necessarily have to be a performing artist, but it could be. Very well could be. Have you ever been with a talented cheater? Somebody that you were with that you really loved or wanted to really be with or whatever, but they just couldn't exercise any self-control. You knew that it was always going to be you and somebody else, but you also knew that it was always going to be hard for them not to be around that element of people that were trying to get with them because they had this skill that attracted people to them all the time. They had a skill that attracted people to them all the time. Now, of course, you might say that, yeah, well, it's up to them to be respectful of y'all relationship and y'all union. So just because everybody wants you, that doesn't mean that everybody should get you. They shouldn't get you. I'm going to be the world's best triangle player. I'm going to be the first person labeled as a triangulist. I'm a triangulist. I'm a triangle boy. You got a duffel bag, boy. I'm a triangle boy. You got 3 sides. You can't get with me, boy. Pick up your dinger. I'm a triangle singer. I'll be out here, yeah, still alive, dead ringer. That describes you. What you gonna do? I'm coming through. Cause I'm talented, but I ain't cheating on you. So what is gonna be? How are we gonna make it rest? I'm gonna put you to a little test. If you were surrounded by 100 women and they was fly, BBLs, fake titties, and all that shit, you know why? Cause that's a true test of a man. He might say he don't like that shit, but change plans. Yo, triangle in my hand, and I'm trying to make you communicate and understand that challenges are going to come across every day, but you don't have to meet them. Yo, just stay in your lane. Yo, fly like a plane. Understand this thing? Yo, ran train. Run it back. Hold up. Too old for that. You going raw with a joint, you don't know what's up with that. Well, yo, you got it, it's gonna sell. Well, I'm a triangleist, you understand? Do tell. What? Triangle boy, a triangle boy. See, and that's why women love me. It'd be hard to keep the chicks off me because of this triangle shit. You know what I'm saying? This triangle, man. You know what I mean? It'd be like, yo, ain't you son the triangle boy? I'd be like, uh, uh, I could be, uh, 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 uh. You don't love me. You just love me because my triangle. You don't love me. You love my triangling. You don't love me. You love my triangling. You love my triangling. Maritza, you don't love me. You love my triangle. Without this triangle, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing without my triangle. No love. I ain't got nothing. Lost everything. All of a sudden, without my triangle, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I said, without my triangle, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I said, without my triangle, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I said, without my triangle, I ain't got nothing, baby. I ain't got nothing. Without my triangle, they start fronting. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Well, what? I got stopped by the cops the other day, man. I got stopped by the cops, and it was evidently racial profiling. It was racial profiling. First thing he gonna say to me, like, you have any drugs, contraband, or triangles in the car? And I was like, now, drugs, contraband, weapons, those are fair questions. But when he asked me, were there any triangles? I'm like, this nigga. I knew it was up from there. I said, I ain't going home. I ain't going home. He gonna get me on that triangle shit. I ain't going home tonight. I ain't going home tonight. He got the black man on the angle. He got the black man on the angle. Maritza, what's good? The son, the triangle boy. That's me. That's me. I'm just saying. Got any drugs, contraband, weapons, or triangles? Got any triangles in the car, boy? I'm going down. Talented cheaters. Cheaters who have a talent. Talented cheaters. Cheaters who have a talent. Okay. So, getting back to the poll question. What do y'all think? What do you think? Can you be married or be in a relationship, a serious relationship with somebody who is a celebrity? Do you think that you can have a regular, conventional, traditional relationship? You know, sort of like, yeah, well, you know, I go to work, I come home, I spend time with my family, my people, whatever, wash, rinse, and repeat. Do you think it can be that way? I'm thinking no. And one of the reasons is this. if you are a well-known celebrity, or even just a celebrity that may not be as well known, but you're on the come up, you're on your way up in your industry. The If you think that you know somebody who is always on the phone, you don't know what it's like for a celebrity to have their phone going off all the time, all the time, all the time. Because they're getting calls for jobs, they're getting calls for gigs, they're getting calls for auditions, they're getting calls for all kinds of things. Like their schedule, their level of being busy will probably be like nothing you've ever experienced before. So that alone would let you know that this is not going to be a conventional relationship. You're not going to know how many of those calls are for not so good reasons, not so faithful reasons, not so reasons, dealing with integrity. Kareem asked, do you think Tiger Woods still cheats, or he just falls back now that he's older? Well, it's funny because he claims to have dated Ivanka Trump. That's what he's talking about. So I'm like, I thought he was still married. Let me see. Is Tiger Woods married? Oh no, Tiger Woods is not currently married and was previously married to Elin Nordegren from 2004 to 2010. He is currently dating Vanessa Trump, the former daughter-in-law of Donald Trump. Vanessa Trump? Oh. Is Vanessa Trump the former daughter-in-law? So one of his sons got divorced? I don't know. I know one thing. I don't like Tiger Woods. Never had. I don't like golf. Never did. So I don't really give a fuck about him or his sport. And no, I don't watch that shit. Never have. Well, no, I have. I have watched it. That's how I know I don't like it. And I really don't like it. But anyway, different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I doubt if somebody like Tiger Woods would ever go the straight route. Too much access. And I believe that Tiger thinks that he's smarter than other people. So he would always try to finagle a way to... Yeah, he going to get his way. Tiger is definitely going to get his way. Yeah. Yeah, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Yeah. What is Tiger Woods' net worth? 1.3 billion. That's his net worth? God damn. That's how much 1.3 billion for golf? Golf. Not a quarterback in the NFL, the most popular sport, but golf. Amazing. His real name is Eldrick Tant Woods. Eldrick Tant Woods. I'm surprised I didn't know that. Born on New Year's Eve. No, he's not. December 30th, 1975. So he ain't no young boy. He gonna be 50 this year. He ain't no young boy no more. He ain't gonna be no young boy no more. Yeah, I don't think somebody like Tiger. I mean, cheaters normally get better at it as they get older. You know, they sloppy when they're young, get caught a lot. But the cheater that has the talent, they might get better at two things. They might get better at cheating, and they also may get better at their intended talent, skill, field of study, job, area. Yeah. So, if y'all want to call into the show, I invite y'all to call in. And the number to call is area code 3. Damn, that shit's still stuck in my head. Still stuck in my head. It won't go away because it's still there from the other day. But the number to call, I'ma say, let's do the 10 digits this way. 267-874-1949. That's the number to call. I said a 267-874-1949. Yes, y'all. I said a 267-874-1949. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 267-874-1949. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 267-874-1949, baby. Call 267-874-1949. And we get you right on up in here. For those of y'all who are new to the show, please like the show. And just know that if you want to call in, you only your audio will be heard. You won't be on video or anything like that. This ain't Facebook Live or Instagram Live. There is actually a way for somebody to be on camera here, but they would have to have access. Like you could bring a boy on the YouTube side, but it has to be decided in advance. I can't like do it in show. You have to have it set up, send them an invite. So it's all a go before you even get started. And it's interesting that they don't have the technology yet to just be able to tag somebody and bring them on or whatever. However you want to say it, however you want to do it. Talented cheaters. Now, let's talk for a minute about the motivation that anyone dealing with a talented cheater or a cheater with talent would do. I mean, why would they stay with them? Why would they stay with them? Probably the way to find out why somebody would stay with somebody is to find out why they got with them in the first place. To find out why they got with them in the first place. You know, you don't always expect to fall in love with somebody. Sometimes you think that maybe you'll just casually deal with a person, you know, see how things work out. Maybe when you first meet somebody, you like them, but you may not like them a lot. Maybe you only like them a little bit. Maybe you figured that they can grow on you a little bit. Maybe you have even changed your criteria of what liking somebody is. So instead of liking somebody, romantically, maybe you think that you only like them in like a friendly way. Instead of liking somebody for their looks and their physical attractiveness, maybe you've decided that you like, or that you'll give somebody a try based on their personality or their mentality or whatever. You ever date somebody just because they were smart? You know, where are my people out there that are attracted to intelligence? Because there are plenty. You ever date somebody just because they were smart? I mean, he could have been like the nerd in the class, The diamond in the rough nerd in the back of the class or in the front of the class. I guess if you're a nerd, the back of the class ain't the place for you. That's where the bad kids or the cool kids hang out. Passing notes and doing shit that they don't have no business doing. You know this is Throwback Thursday. You think it ain't when it is? You know this is Throwback Thursday. You think it won't when it is? Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, Jim Borghini says, and you don't stop. That rhythm that makes your body rock. What up? And Mauricio Felix says, bro, I can see my reflection through that bald head. Through the bald head? Damn. I wasn't aware that my bald head was transparent. You know, like I got a mirror on this shit. Damn, I can't even see myself in it. Let me see. Now, you caught me on shave day. I did shave today. I'm feeling quite smooth up there. I'm feeling quite smooth, and you know, I shaped my beard up today. You know, I got fly. I got, you know, I don't know if y'all think I'm fly, but I think I am. And my mama think I'm fly too. So, you know, see, I got lined up. I lined myself up the way I'm supposed to. But let me ask, speaking of that, you know, on sidebar combo. How many men out there who have beards don't shape themselves up? Like, do you go to the barbershop to get your beard done? I mean, it's not something that's out of the realm of possibility. A lot of men just like to go to the barbershop. I have a mental block on the barbershop. I'm like, if I don't have no hair, I'm not going to the barbershop ever again. But, you know, some people don't know how to shape up their beard or whatever. Maybe they like to go to the barbershop because they want an expert to shape them up and put the hot towel on it and all that kind of stuff. It's an experience. It's an experience. I don't know. Anybody in here that doesn't know how to cut their own beard ain't got no Ruru Glizzy do? Ruru Glizzy just said, play with your knife. Play with your knives more? What the fuck you talking about? What you talking about? Jim Bugini says, dude, I'm right about there. Started shaving my head a few months ago. Okay. Hey man, I mean, shit. Look, when I was in the hair game, I was in the hair game. And when I was out, I was out. It wasn't nothing to boo-hoo about. I had already started cutting my hair down low. You know, so I started wearing like a, you know, low cut. First I was, you know, doing the waves and all of that kind of shit. But I didn't wait until I got bald to cut my hair down. I mean, it's a life-changing thing for a lot of men. But, you know, with some men, it's devastating. You know, they start wearing hats all the time and, you know, doing comb overs, letting barbers put that Bijan dye or whatever you call it in their hair or spray that shit. I don't know, man. One of the things I hate about HD, high definition, is that you can see where these cats have sprayed that dark shit in their hair so that it makes so when they shape it up, they hairline look like real defined and straight. I'm like, yo, most people don't have black hair. I mean, most black people don't have black hair. They have like brown hair. But no bullshit. When I had hair, it was black. My hair was not brown. That shit was black. People used to think I dyed it. I would actually never even consider dyeing my hair under any circumstances. Like, we're not doing that. And that goes for my beard too. So, but just like last night, somebody commented about my beard. They was talking shit, asking if my beard was real. I was like, damn. Is that what we are now? You know, niggas out here getting fake beards? Like, I don't know. But The question stands, like, how is my beard totally gray, silver, whatever you want to call it? There's a little salt and pepper in my mustache, but my eyebrows are totally brown. And everything is natural. Everything is natural except for the shape up. You know, this line ain't coming in. This line ain't coming in naturally. I gotta get the clippers. Zzz, 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 zzz. Bought a couple of pairs of Andis clippers. You know what I'm saying? To get my trimmers, shake my shit. Like I said, I did it today. I'm straight. See, I'm straight. I'm straight. All right. Oh, Kareem says shave with razor or clippers. No, I do it with clippers. Marissa says you fly. I appreciate you. Ruru says goofy with the koofy. Oh my God, you're so funny. Jim McGinney says I clean it up with the Norelco one blade too. Too expensive to go to the barber. You gotta find one thing. One thing about having a beard or keeping a baldy. First of all, anybody who has a baldy knows it's harder to keep the hair off than to actually keep the hair on. The hair will grow. You'll be up here looking like George Jefferson if you black. Ain't nobody doing that shit no more. Well, actually, some people do. But yeah, but you have to find shaving methods that work for you. I mean, you might want to use disposable razors. When it comes to disposable razors, you get what you pay for. That's a fact. So if you're going to use disposable or refillable razors like Gillette's or Schick or whatever, just make sure that you keep your blades clean because you don't want to be getting them crazy razor bumps and shit like that. Every now and then I get a razor bump, like, you know what I mean? But drink a lot of water or this shit and you can get that down. But you got to find shaving methods that work for you. You can't look at what somebody else do and try to make it work for you. You can try, but you'll find the right tools for yourself and the right method. I didn't used to know how to shape myself up the way I do now. I just kept, practicing and practicing and practicing. I'm like, I'm gonna get this shit right. So I'll shave again on Saturday. I do it every other day. The head and the beard every other day. So it is what it is. I don't respect a man that let his shit be woofing. You know what I'm saying? When your line go away, that ain't what's up, man. But hey, just because I don't respect it, you ain't gotta follow my lead. Who am I? You know what I mean? Who am I to be telling somebody how to live? Who am I to be telling somebody how to? But we talking about talented cheaters. We can get right back on track. We're talking about talented cheaters. We're not talking about people who are talented at cheating. We're talking about cheaters who are talented at something else. Rapping, singing, playing an instrument. DJ. Yeah. Talented cheaters. Cheaters with a talent. Why would Shorty stay with a talented cheater? Why are you with a talented Yo, you with a talented cheater. Cause you know that you was gonna eat her when you meet her. Yo, with a talented cheater. Hopefully you ain't a wife beater. Talented cheater. Talented cheater. Talented cheater. Been cheating on the first day that you meet her. Talented cheater. Yeah, lay it down, legs up. You about to eat her. Talented cheater. Lying all the time. Certain times can't be fine. Talented cheater. Yo, you a talented cheater with talent. Don't get violent. Ask you if you cheat, you get silent. Talented cheater. Cheater with talent. You know, don't get violent. I said talented cheater. Rock the mic on stage all damn night. I said talented cheater. Getting bookings. Yeah, still cooking. Talented cheater. Phone ringing. Always down to be swinging. Always bringing home the bacon. Money making. Yeah, money making. Money earning. What? I'm money making. That's yeah. Talented cheater. Talented cheater. Cheater with a talent. Talented cheater. Talented cheater. My man Omar in the house. What up? Talented cheater. Talented cheater. What? You get with a talented cheater. Hopefully it's a male. Because a female, when a cheater is a female, to say that she's full of the streets. Gotta eat. Yeah, she got a fat booty BBL. And she know that it's sell. Yo, if you in a relationship with a chick that get a BBL while y'all in a relationship, hold on. Let's talk about this for a minute. Because there are plenty of women who cheat and they're talented too. And when they don't always get the same type of notoriety for their infidelity as men do. But you look at Jada Pinkett Smith. She made us change our whole outlook about people who may participate in, you know what I mean, a little infidelity. She straight got caught out there, and somehow somehow people found a way to put it on Will. She cheated on Fresh Prince. Or did she? Jim McGinney says, I think celebrities get into relationships as a means to stay in the spotlight and make money from social media and tabloids. It's just a business. And that could be true. But you're probably describing celebrity relationships between celebrities. Now I'm talking about regular townspeople. Regular townspeople who may just be in a relationship with a celebrity. You know, celebrities don't always seek out celebrity relationships. And when you think about it, I never really understood why they do. I'm just keeping it a buck. If you are, I don't know, man. You got to think some of these cats are famous, worldwide famous. They have the access and the pick of the litter from all over the world, you know, like stunningly, crazily beautiful women. And then you see some of them go after some kind of made up queen like a Nicki Minaj or Jada Pinkett. And you think to yourself like, I mean, is it just me? Is it just me? Oh, shit. Omar says, shout out to the talented cheaters out there, the few, the proud. And he says, bro, you see Al Pacino's wife? Every girl is in love. Every girl is in love in the right dollar figure. Well, you know, that's a good example. But see, I understand an older man like Al Pacino or Robert De Niro getting with a woman that is still of childbearing age. I get it. And the reason that I don't even get involved in that shit is because they know They both of them know what it is. If I'm 60 years old, 70 years old, or 80 years old, like those cats, and I get with a woman that's in her 20s or 30s, there's no doubt that I'm tricking. Everybody knows what this is. She in it for the money, I'm in it for the pussy. It's cut and dry. But my thing is, with that amount of money and fame, do you got a trick? Hey, which is why I asked the question. You know, do you think that a relationship with a celebrity could ever be conventional? And I guess there are times when they show flashes of a conventional relationship like that. Now, the problem that I had with an Al Pacino or Robert De Niro having babies late in their lives like that is like, how long you expect to live? Like, you just pretty much sentence your kids to not having a father in their lives as they grow up. Remember, Tony Randall did that shit. He had his last child at age 79 and he died at age 84. 5 years. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't cool, man. That ain't right. That ain't cool, man. Omar says, I respect it too. It just shows that money is power, and power is, hey, money is power to those who see it as being power. Not everybody subscribes to that. But when the agreement is, when two people are in agreement, male, female, man and his woman, I ain't got no problem with it. I mean, I think it's disgusting. I mean, I do. When I see an age difference like that, you know, I feel some kind of way about it, but that ain't my life. That's their life, and they have the right to live it. That's their life, and they have the right to live it. Please hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button, share the show. Now, think about Al Pacino's wife. Think about Robert De Niro's wife. Do you think it's possible that they don't? I mean, do you think that they think that Al Pacino or Robert De Niro won't cheat? Or do they think that they're so old they won't have time or energy to be out there cheating? Because I can see how that would be a legitimate thought. That doesn't take away your motivation to get with somebody who's rich and famous, so that you and your children by them will be set for life. I get it. I do. And I can see them playing a role. I know I always liked older men. They're more mature. I like older men. They're more mature. They're so mature. Omar says, Nick Cannon, bro. That is one. Yeah, bro. That one is wild. 10 plus kids and like 12 baby mamas. Yeah. Because he only had twins with Mariah, right? They had a set of twins, right? That shit's mad wild. Jim Borghini says Richard Pryor was married to Pam Grier. Were they actually married? I thought they just dated. She was smoking hot in her prime. Yes, she was. One lucky dude. I mean, he might have been lucky. And see, according to Quincy Jones and some other people, Richard Pryor had a little sugar in his tank. Rich was a little bit sugary. He was a little bit. He had a little Tinkerbell. Drugs will take you there. Drugs will take you there. And Pam Grier, I mean, she was hot. But you never know what's under that hood, man. You never know what's under the hood. Let's see, Jeffrey Fuckface says, have you ever had any homosexual thoughts of another man? I have never had that. We definitely don't do that. Yo, Omar, man, I appreciate you, my son. Appreciate you. Without a doubt. Appreciate you. Man, it's been a while since I had a super chat. Says shout out to the consistent content. Son, you're an animal. Man, you know I'm here every night. I appreciate that. The dude is still a legend. Yeah. Yeah, Richard Pryor. Yeah. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Marissa says, they old but still want to feel like a young man. That's a fact. They're old, but they still want to feel like a young man. So do you think that their wives think that they won't do whatever do whatever they want out there? Or do they even care? Do they even care? You know, one thing I always felt about if there's a prenuptial agreement, and let me see if y'all feel the same way, or maybe you've never thought about it like I have. I figured that if you're in a situation where you're asking for a prenuptial agreement, either you believe that you're going to cheat, and so you want to make sure that you protect yourself against having to pay out too much, or you believe that the other person is going to cheat, and you want to make sure that they don't step off with everything, even though they had the loyalty of a Trump support. No, not Trump supporters are actual lawyers. Of a Trump cabinet member. The loyalty of the Trump cabinet member, or maybe even Trump. Donald Trump is not exactly the poster boy of being loyal. But since I brought up Donald Trump, look at Donald Trump. Has cheated on every wife that he's had. He's probably cheated in every relationship that he's had. So don't you think that it's kind of like a trade-off? Do you really think that that Melania Trump is worried about Trump cheating? Melania, because Melania is my age. Damn near 7. It's like a 25-year difference between her and Trump. If she's not my age, she's close to it. I think she's my age. And I notice how nobody in Hollywood say shit. Nobody in the media, they don't say shit about them. Like, so nobody's paying attention to this mail order bride. Oh, let me see. What is Melania Trump's birthday?
Melania Trump was born on April 26, 1970.
I know I looked this up before. April 26, 1970. So she's a Taurus. She's definitely just trying to get this money. She'll be 54. She'll be 55. She'll be 55 this month. She know that boy. She know how she got with him. She knows how she got with him. As long as that money is there. As long as the money is there, she's taken care of, and her son is taken care of. She don't give a fuck. But Donald Trump is 29. I mean, is 79, and she's 54. He'll be 80 this year. By the way, he'll be 80 this year. She'll be 55. That is a whole 25 years. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. I guess they good with it. Jim McGinney says, Hey, don't forget about Bill. Which Bill? What about Bill? Which Bill? I mean, but I figure if you have a prenuptial agreement, you probably think that there's going to be some shady things going on. Now, some people might say, no, it's just a way to protect yourself. Well, when you really trust somebody, you don't necessarily need or feel the need to protect yourself. Now, if I'm lying or if I'm off base or if I'm just being ridiculous, let me know. But that's what I'm thinking. If I know my baby is my day one, I don't need no prenup. But if I got with my woman under, some shady circumstances, some not so conventional circumstances, some integrity challenged circumstances, then yeah, I think I better have them sign this agreement. But what do y'all think? Clinton, can't blame him. You could tell that Hillary knew what time it was with Bill. She knew. She definitely knew what time it was with Bill. And I remember people was calling for Hillary to divorce Bill Clinton. I divorce his ass. She should leave him. She should leave. She wasn't going no goddamn where. She know her husband. Sorry, y'all. Allergies is on some other shit today. But yeah. She know what it is. You think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it whiz. But yeah. Talented cheaters. Not people who are talented at cheating. Cheaters who have a talent. Cheaters who have a talent. Like being in love with a celebrity. Being in love with a rock star. You are in a relationship, serious relationship, casual relationship, marriage with a rock star. What you think? What you think they're going to do when they get on tour? What you think they're going to do when they get on tour, man? What we doing? Huh? Let's see. I figure that they decide that I can put up with something as long as I'm getting something. I can put up with something as long as I'm getting something. Hold on, man. You know what? Listen. I owe Omar for the super chat. Let's do this. I haven't done. I'm not going to bring out the other bongo. We're gonna do it like this. I haven't had out my indigenous drum in a while. So let's do it like this. Hold up, somebody fucking shit. That don't sound right. The fuck? That doesn't sound right. Something is wrong. You know what? I don't know. That's not sounding right. That's not sounding right. So, yeah, we're gonna bring out the other. We're gonna bring out the other one. All right. Okay. I had to get the energy back, man. I don't know. I had to get the energy back. You know, you take it back to another time when we only had one. Damn, man. Hold up. Okay. We good? Are we good? Are we nice? Are we da 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 da? All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Cheryl Halsey, what up? What's that? Pirate? Pirate? Is that what that says? Pirate. All right. All right. Okay, Marissa Alberg says, wives know what's up by that age. They don't care because they already won the money. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, that's pretty much the essence of what we're talking about tonight. You say talented cheaters. Like I said, I'm not talking about people who are talented at cheating. I'm talking about people who cheat, who have a talent. I mean, Trump said it himself. He said when you're a celebrity, they'll let you grab them by the pussy. He just start grabbing them and kissing them and all that shit, and they just let them. Like, normally I wouldn't allow this, but go ahead. Make sure you hit my Cash App. Hit my Cash App. Drop something on my books. Get my Cash App. Make sure my mortgage gets a good look. And And this has been going on for the longest time because the talent that you have may be in business. Like you have a talent for making a lot of money. I mean, do you need another talent? Do you need to dance or sing or act or rap or any of that kind of stuff? If you know how to make a bunch of money, think about it. It's the people who make, it's the business people who cut all the checks, the agents, the record companies, the execs, the studio owners. They're the ones getting all the money in the industry. And that's a talent. What do you think? Just because they're not in the spotlight, just because they're not in the credits, just because they're not out there, on stage in front of everybody, you think that they're not getting theirs behind the scenes? You think that they are all just regular family men and women? Because like I said, there are a lot of women who cheat too. Jada Pinkett Smith ain't the only woman who's ever stepped out on her husband. She's just the only one that made a new word out of it, an entanglement. Remember, they had all these motherfuckers running around here talking about an entanglement. I'm like, man, here, I've been on this earth all these years. I never heard nobody call cheating an entanglement. An entanglement. I'm like, that's like when they say, that's like when they say on TV and in movies, instead of saying, they cheated on each other or that they messing around with somebody else. Oh, he had an affair. The fuck is an affair? He's having an affair. An affair? What is an affair? I remember when I was young, I was like, how come I only hear the word affair in the movies? I was already exposed to a lot of cheating. I'm like, I never heard nobody call it an affair. Like, we went to such and such wedding the other night. That was an affair. Did we have an affair? Like, I went with my girl. It wasn't no affair. We went to a graduation. That was an affair. Yo, it's April. It's April, prom season. Prom season is coming up, baby. You know what I mean? Them prom send-off parties. An affair. How many of y'all have had an affair? An affair. Damn, Sahi. What's your name? Sanatosh? Well, no. Santosh? Why your beard like that? Why my beard like what? Why is my beard like what? What is my beard like? I think it's fly. Like I said, I just shaped my shit up today. Shape my shit up today. Yeah. Shape my shit up today, baby. I know y'all ain't gonna be shitting on me about my beard, man. I think I'm fly. You know why? Because I do things to get by. And if something is new, I give it a try. But I never have to ask questions why. Because I make sure that I keep learning. I burnt up the books when I was in school. I'm still churning the butter to making the butter. But I don't smoke the butter, never sniff the butter. And when you know about the butter used to be called cocaine back in the 80s. It was the kind of thing you put on the tip of dick. And the ladies would get banged. All that shit was crazy. But yo, whether you was energetic or lazy. We got weirdos coming through now. All right, Leon V says this dude owes me $1,500. What dude? Because I don't owe nobody. Let me see where y'all coming from. I smell a rat. Yeah, I do. I smell a rat. You ever been on this show before? No. Okay. All right. Make sure I know where cats are. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Okay. There we go. My bad, man. Almost lost the chat. Almost lost the chat. Oh, man. Talented cheaters, baby. Talented cheaters. Let me see. Let me find out. Let me get some intel on some cats. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We're going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, yeah. All right. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, cool. Cool. All right, you all right, Leon. I guess you all right. I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess you're okay. Said, bro, pay me my money. Or wait, bro, pay me my money and get off live. Oh God. Tell you what, Leon. Since I owe you money, call the number 267-874-1949. Call in and show me how I owe you money. Let's talk about it. Because I would hate to be out here faking the funk while I owe somebody $1,500. My phone should be ringing real soon. My phone should be ringing. Let me check my line and make sure that it's working. Let's see. 267-874-1949. There you go. What? So the lines are working. The lines are working. So yeah, Leon says, hell no, you scammed my grandma. Do not call that number, guys. Okay, I got it. I got you now. I got you. Okay. All right, we good now. We good now. Now I understand. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. You know what I am saying. Talented cheaters, baby. Talented cheaters. Let me tell y'all in advance. Tomorrow night we will be back on at 1 o'clock. We'll be on at 1 a.m. instead of 2 a.m. tomorrow night. Try to keep that in mind. And y'all know tomorrow we are talking about music. It will be the music show tomorrow. And this is what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to give y'all the topic. So y'all can get ready, so y'all can get prepared, so y'all can get in gear. Tomorrow night, the music topic will be women in groups. Why female groups don't stick together, stay together, why it doesn't work out. We're going to talk about that. And not only are we going to talk about female groups and why they don't stick together, but we're also going to talk about when females are the lead singers in male groups. And that doesn't seem to work out too well either in the long run. A lot of times when you have a female lead singer in a male group, a lot of times they wind up leaving the group too. breaking up Shaka Khan. Lauryn Hill. Stevie Nicks. India Davenport from the Brand New Heavies. Hmm? That chick from Black Eyed Peas. What's her name? From the Black Eyed Peas. Shit. I was talking about her earlier. Gwen Stefani. So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night. We're going to have some fun too. So, give me your advance notice. Tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Tomorrow night, make sure that you tell a friend, but tomorrow night, 1 a.m. We gonna rock, tomorrow night, everything is gonna be hot and it's gonna get right. We talk about women groups. Why can't they stay together and always true? That should be interesting. I like I said, allergy starting to kick in, baby. We got a little time left. Talented cheaters, we still talking. Talented cheaters, baby. Cheaters with the talent, talented cheaters. Let me see. Hold on. Talented cheaters. All right. Get it together. We good. We're together. Yeah. It's not, I don't know. I'm of the impression that anybody who has been with somebody for a long time has either pledged to be with that person, decided to be with that person, or is with that person for some kind of reason. It doesn't always have to be a bad reason or an illicit reason or anything like that, but it is for a reason. And, there are times when we have to respect those reasons. Bottom line is they are in it for whatever reason that they're in, but they happen to be with somebody who is very talented and also has fidelity problems. Problems with fidelity, can't keep it in his pants. Yo, she be pulling the panties down, pulling it to the side, letting another man ride. Yeah, and I literally mean, he giving it to it. It'd be like, Oh, man. And and that thing that people be talking about, like a woman can put up with cheating, or they can forgive a man for cheating, but a man can never forgive a woman for cheating. Dead that, because that's nothing but a lie. It ain't nothing but a lie. It really is. There are plenty of men who put up with cheating too. Now, I agree, it might not be on the same level, but what's it got to be in order to be true? How many times does it happen in order to be true? How many times does it have to happen in order for it to be true? That's all right. Wait a minute. All right. Oh, okay. 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 Well, my bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. Yeah, but there are men who put up with the same, and hey, look, a struggle is a struggle, yo. A struggle is a struggle. And when you're going through it, Can't nobody really tell you nothing about the experience that you'll have just trying to keep, your relationship intact, because you may be in love with a talented cheater. You may actually be in love with a talented cheater. It may not be just on some opportunistic type shit. You may genuinely be in love with them, and you're wondering, how you got here, what you're going to do. Can you stay here? This might not be the place to be for you. What the guan do? What the guan do? Go back to the poll question. Do you think that a relationship or marriage with a celebrity could ever be conventional? In other words, do you think that you could ever be in a marriage with a celebrity and, there'd be no infidelity, or there'd be just a regular 9 to 5, go to work, come home, play, help the kids with their homework, go grocery shopping, restaurants, take in a movie or date night, that kind of shit? Could it happen? Maybe somewhere on this earth, I'm sure it could. Somewhere on this earth, it may be doing just that. Perhaps. Okay. Now, 62% of people say yes, some celebrities just want a regular life. 62% out of 26 people. That's crazy. But all right. 35% says no. You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting when you marry or get into a relationship with a celebrity. Come on, man. We're talking about Hollywood. We're talking about Hollywood. 4% says look at the Obamas. 0% said look at Will and Jada. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Shocked. But all right. We're about to get on up out of here, man. We have some birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious April 3rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get, excuse me, number 1 out the box, my girl Nicole Jordan. What happened? Come on, man. Stop playing with me, son. Stop playing with me, man. Yeah, man. Hold on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hold on. Playing with me on my birthday and shit. All right. They're going to make me refresh. Man, hold on. Okay. Number 1 out the box, like I said, my girl Nicole Jordan. Wait a minute. I'm not getting the information that I need. Something's a little jiggly. All right, and Angel Graham and JB Adams, my girl up in Milwaukee, Satina Cox, Miss Irene. No. Let me make sure I got all the April 3rd birthdays. Sheree Broker, just for you. Pamela Smith. Why do y'all mix them up? My girl Melody Davis. And last but not least, my girl Stacy Benton. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious April 3rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. Turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on into the damn to rock out. Rock on into the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, go hard, go for yours, and remember, so you are in love with a rock star. Yeah, a lot of ladies, a lot of cars, houses, money, it's coming in free. Yeah, you gotta decide how you want to be. Unconventional, yeah, it might sound like something that you always wanted to be around because you knew who they were from the start. And regardless of all that, they captured your heart. And I don't know if you love the money, your fame, or just the fact that you got someone with a name. But shit is wild and very untamed. Everything is going to be all right, but they run a game. And I ain't saying that they cheating because they talented, but they are cheating and they talented. And it ain't balanced. It ain't nothing that you can get away with constantly fronting. Push the like button. Make sure that you hit it hard. Yeah, because you got to help God. And if you don't do it, flowing just like fluid. Yeah, we going to wait till the next day to get to it. Yeah, double X, Lunar X. What up? What up? What up? Everything is going to be all right. Thursday night going into Friday morning. That's what John win. Yo, appreciate you all coming through. You know what time it is and just how we do. See y'all tomorrow night, round 1 a.m. Yeah, we going to do this shit. And we're going to stay winning. From the beginning, I know that from the start that I would have to do this thing, and I'm a guy performing arts. Not that I went to the school, but it's cool. Yo, as long as you get to it, everything is going to be cool. All right, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. I want to thank all y'all for coming through. I hope that y'all enjoy listening to this show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. Maritza, Cheryl Halsey, what's that, double X, Lunar X? Even y'all crazy ass motherfuckers. I was that Silo Green. I probably shouldn't be shouting y'all out, but I'm going to do it anyway. Leon V. Definitely my man Omar. Thank you for that super chat, man. Appreciate it. Ruru Glizzy, Jim Borghini, Mauricio Felix. Yo, man, I just appreciate all y'all. Shirley Cheryl. Appreciate all of y'all for coming on through. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. Y'all was real stingy with the likes tonight. I don't understand it, but sometimes it be like that and be demanded. All right, y'all. I'm out. Holla. Peace.